Hi guys, it's your girl Secret J. I'm coming to you with a video for Valentine's Day. I recently did upload on how to do a Valentine's Day makeup look with no foundation, and then this video will be a Valentine's Day makeup look with foundation. I wanted to do a look that was bold and pretty and especially vibrant for those who have darker skin tones like myself. So if you're interested in seeing a full-on glam Valentine's Day look, then stay right there and tune in and tell me what you guys think.
Alright guys, let's get into it. So you know I came already with my eyebrows pre-prepped. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Ebony. And I used the Fenty foundation to clean them up, as well as the Fenty foundation on my skin. I use the color 440. The color is a little bit warmer than my true skin color, like when it dries down, but I'm fine with that just because when you highlight, it kind of just all makes it blend better. You don't want it to be like your exact skin tone if you like a bright highlight, because then it starts to look like ghostly, which is what I always try to avoid. So getting a shade darker than you is fine in my opinion. So I'm just blending it in with a dense blending brush. Sorry, I don't know the names of the brushes. I kind of just buy brushes in bulk and I go along with what I'm feeling for each look. I might invest in a good brush set so I can give you guys the numbers and the complete details. But a dense blending brush is what I'm using here. So then I'm going in with my Age Rewind concealer, my favorite concealer to use in the color Caramel. And I'm just setting my eyes, get a good base going. Then I'm just taking my little inexpensive sponge and blending it in. I put a little bit of the L'Oreal Badesco Rose Water on there just to blend it out a little bit easier. Get it on there evenly so you can have a nice base for your eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with my Juvia's Place, the Zulu palette. And I'm taking the pink shade in the palette. And I'm going in my crease and a little bit above my crease. When I did this eyeshadow look, I didn't really want to go all the way into the brow area with the shadow. So I just did a little bit above the crease. Give it a nice, pretty, semi-subtle look. Because if I would have went to all the way up to the brow, that would have been very dramatic. Which I don't really like super dramatic makeup. A little dramatic is okay. Maybe I'll venture off into some really dramatic makeup when I get a good hold of the whole makeup situation. So I'm just blending. That's always the key, especially when you're doing bright color eyeshadows, to blend it out properly. Then I'm going into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm using a hot pink color, and I'm going deeper into the crease with that color. So like literally right below where I put the previous deep pink shadow. So from the Zulu palette, deep pink, and then from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, hot pink in the crease. And we're just gonna keep blending. Blend like it's no tomorrow. Then I'm going in with a little tapered brush and going in with I would say that's a bubblegum pink color. And I'm going into the crease a little bit deeper, liven it up a little bit. And just keep blending it into the crease. And then I'm going back into the Zulu palette, back into the pink shade, blending it a little bit more. I'm using a fluffy blending brush for this portion of the eyeshadow look. Blending. Then I'm using the e.l.f. primer So guys, I couldn't find the actual concealer that I was gonna use. I was gonna use the NYX HD concealer, but I couldn't find it for some reason, so I used the e.l.f. Eyeshadow primer. It did not work that great in my opinion on top of the shadow to do a small cut crease, but I was like, I was already, I already had put it down, so I didn't want to start all the way over and doing the makeup look again. So I'm like, well, I'll just make it work. So as you guys can see, I'm doing a very small cut crease. I didn't cut it like all the way into the crease. I would say I really cut it into a lid, so maybe a cut lid, if that's the thing. That's what I did. I didn't go all the way to the crease, just the lid. So I'm going back into the Zulu palette, and then I got this like bronzy pinkish gold color that I'm gonna pop onto the lid right on top of that e.l.f. primer, eyeshadow primer. And I use a flat brush. Anytime I use like glitters or shadows that I want to be really pigmented, I always use a flat brush so I can kind of like pat it on so I can get as much pigment as possible, or can I say pack it on, so you can really get that shimmery full effect from the eyeshadow. So that is on there. Now I'm going back to the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and it's like a deep magenta color that I'm gonna use right under my eyes, kind of like at my waterline of the lower eye, and I'm just blending it on there. Going back to the Take Me to Brazil palette, and it's a pink color. I don't know what to really call that pink color. I got a hot pink, I got a deep pink. I'll just say a light pink. A light pink, and just blending it a little bit more. Then I'm just taking my blending brush and just blending it all out. Blending, 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 blending. Because I'm a blending queen. I think that's always the key with a good eyeshadow look, blending it out. Then I'm going back with my Age Rewind concealer back under the eye, just to give a little bit more of a dramatic highlight, which I love. Kind of blending it out at the same time, cleaning up the eyeshadow fallout. That's the true reason why I went in and did more highlighting, just so I can blend out that eyeshadow fallout. I don't want that to be showing, even though I didn't get very much fallout, which I was surprised by. I got very little fallout, so that's always a good thing, right? A little bit on the bridge of my nose, blending that out. Blend like no tomorrow. Blending, blending, blending. Then I went off camera to put on my eyelashes. I don't know, it just takes me a while to get them on sometimes, so I have not done it on screen yet. I plan on doing it on screen when I can do them faster, but I do it so slow. So, and you guys see I put a little bit more of the highlight under my eyes. I wore it out, I know. I wore it out. Then I'm going in with my lippy in the Maybelline Color Stay lipstick in Protector, and I'm just lining my lips with that. Lining, lining, lining. Blending it in, blending it in. was fiddling around for, but I'm sure I'm gonna pop up with it. So then I have my lipstick. It's actually from Sephora, from the Lip Story collection, in the color Yum Yum, that I put in the middle of my lips, which is a pretty nude. And then on top of that, I put the color Metal, which is also from the Sephora Lips Story collection. Then I went in with my e.l.f. lip gloss in the color Natural. It's a pretty color lip gloss. Then I came in with the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I used the color Sangria Sunset. And I used that to highlight, pretty pink shimmery highlight. Very pretty. Then I put some on the tip and the bridge of my nose. Very cute. Then I went in with my Maybelline holographic highlighter and just topped it off a little bit in the color 050. It's a pretty silver holographic shimmery color. Really did love it. Okay guys, so this concludes the video. I hope you liked the end result. I try to do something a little bit more glam for the second Valentine's Day look. I just want to remind you guys, I am new to YouTube. I'm new to this whole makeup scene. I enjoy playing around with it. So I'm learning, you're learning, we're learning together. So thank you for watching. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what kind of content you guys want me to cover in my next one. So yep, this is the finished look. I really love the Fenty highlight. It's really pretty pink. So perfect for Valentine's Day. Like I said, thanks again guys, and I'll see you in my next one.